Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we are going to continue playing Riders Republic. But this is going to be a little bit different video, so if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started with this. So the main reason for today's video is because I believe that Riders Republic should be free to play. It should be one of Ubisoft's free-to-play games. And over the course of this video, I'm going to kind of explain why I feel that way and why it is important for this game to have as many players as possible. So, as you can see, the world, the visuals aren't exactly... they're not exactly next gen by any means, and this game is a cross-generation game. With all of Ubisoft's games usually feature these shops. Okay, so there is plenty of content in here for you to buy, and I mean these these prices, you know, what is that, 500, 1500? So 1500 is probably going to be right around $15, okay? 500, you know, RC, and this content is going to continuously, you know, they can update a lot of this stuff, you know, and bring new content to this game. When you get to the world, map size, like, yeah, this world map is pretty big. It is pretty big. So, in terms of expanding on the map, I mean, well, in terms of like map size, this map is kind of small in comparison to other Ubisoft games. I'm a big fan of Steep. I really liked Steep. I really appreciated the way that Steep felt when you got into the mountain range and stuff. This game does not have that magical feeling that Steep had when I first started playing Steep. I mean, this one's good. The map size is pretty varied. There's lots of different areas in here to go to and play at. But when you go to some of these, listen
up. If you're in Zion, you gotta chew on a
when you go to some of these
this is one of the most dangerous
game modes and stuff, like, they're pretty fun. Like, they're not. I mean, this is a good game for playing, but for some reason, this one here just feels so much better as a multiplayer experience. So not having a lot of people in this game to play with could definitely really hurt this experience. I don't necessarily think the whole game should be free, but there should definitely be a free-to-play option with this game. There should be a free-to-play version that comes with this game, or maybe the free-to-play only has, like, you know, one sport that you can start out with, and then if you wanted to play different sports, you would have to purchase them, you know, at a reasonable price. But in order to get, you know, like, all of the content, you know, yeah, you'd have to buy the game, you know, the starter edition or something. But this is definitely one of those games that Ubisoft could really start out. If they're really serious about this free to play, this is definitely one of those games that would bring a lot of goodwill to the community in general if they had a free to play option. I'm not saying the whole game needs to be completely free, but if they opened up, you know, like the map, or let you get in there and you can buy the sports or whatever you want, you know, or something like that. But but have like a starter sport that you start off with, this game would draw in so many more players and probably be so much more popular than Steep ever was. But I really do feel like this game does need to have a free-to-play version. There's some spots in this map that are pretty rough. Pretty rough. The asking price, you know, $60 for the base version. I don't necessarily feel like that's an unfair price, but I do feel like this game is going to have a lot more people if they actually do bring a free-to-play version of it. See, I mean that there was just one of the little things that you can do in this game. You know, the little funny outfits and stuff. Don't really necessarily think I like those while I'm playing the game, but I mean it definitely adds a lot of flavor to this. Ubisoft is definitely not going for the single player experience with this game, and that's pretty apparent. You know, just the design of the map, the design of, you know, everything in here makes it so playing this game with friends is going to be paramount. You're going to need other people in here to play this game, because the exploration of this game, just how quick it is, it's so much faster than any of the than Steep ever was. Like, it took a while to scout out and, you know, find different places in Steep, and this here is so much more streamlined that it just takes all of that magical feeling that Steep had and replaces it with just this open world, run, do whatever you want, type of thing. I mean, that's not bad by any means, but I preferred the slower experience that Steep brought. I really liked, you know, being able to get off my snowboard or my skis or whatever I wanted and hike up those mountains, and then snowboard all the way back down. Just the feeling of that was so much better. I didn't even start using the helicopter drop zone thing for a long time in that game. My first hike to Mount Blanc on that, I did that all on foot. I did not use any other way to get up there. No fast travel, nothing. I hiked all the way up to the top of that mountain, and then snowboarding down was just amazing. And I did all this before I even unlocked Mount Blanc, so that I could just go up there and snowboard down. I loved that feeling about that game, and that is not in Riders Republic. And that is the one thing that I'm left wanting the most. I mean, I love the fact that I've got mountain bikes in here. That was something that I really wanted. Honestly, I just wanted them to bring a mountain range to Steep with that was, you know, in the summer or something, so that I could ride mountain bikes down it. The fact that they build a whole nother game with mountain bikes and snowboarding and everything that I love in it, I'm very happy, and I really appreciate Ubisoft bringing this game to the market. Like, I'm very happy with that. Gameplay wise, this feels pretty good. I really appreciate it. It is pretty fun. Like I said, the biggest thing that it's missing is that magical feeling of Steep. Like, it's gone. It is not in this game whatsoever. Yeah, you can get off and you can run around and hike and stuff, but I would really appreciate being able to rock climb. There's a lot of potential here with that as well. Like, I would really love to be able to rock climb in this game. When you look out at the mountain range on here, it's definitely different from Steep, but when you really see because here in a minute I'm going to jump on over to Steep and bring up that world map and how that gameplay looks in comparison to this. But first, let me go to a snowboarding spot where this is probably like my favorite spot for snowboarding on this game. So I'm gonna get up here, switch my thing to snowboard, and then we are going to just start going down the mountain like I would in Steep. I do like the new animations in this game for snowboarding. It is pretty cool. I do like the trick layout. I like that. Probably a little bit better than Steep, but I mean, Steep is still an amazing experience. I don't like I do like the new mash button because it does make it easier to hurry up and get back up. I do like that in this. But when you're snowboarding down these mountains, yeah, this video is going to be a little bit long because I'm going to have to load in Steep and everything too. But when you're snowboarding down the mountains in this, they do look pretty cool. Like I do appreciate that. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this game over the coming years, for sure. I definitely still believe that there should be a free-to-play option with this game, as well as the paid versions of it. Just because we're gonna need as many people in this game as possible for this game to be successful, due to the heavy multiplayer feel of this game. So we're definitely they definitely should start off with some sort of a free-to-play. They should bring a free-to-play version to this game, whether that's on Xbox Game Pass. But I do believe, because of crossplay, we should have PlayStation and PC gamers in here as well. So I might just be jumping the gun when I'm talking about the free-to-play, but I do think that should be something that Ubisoft should definitely consider with this game. I mean, it is a great experience. I don't know how well Steep did originally, but I do believe that this should have a free-to-play. So now I'm going to jump on over to Steep. And we are going to... Sorry, I got to go through all my stuff to get there. I should... And if you go down... it's on here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Steep. Sorry. Had to find it. But Steep is by far one of my favorite games of last generation in terms of just pure fun, and it looks amazing. It feels amazing on Xbox Series X now. I mean, we got 60 frames a second, really crisp, clean looking picture. The HDR looks really good on this game. Like, this game to me is magical. We got 3 huge mountains that we can go to. The Swiss Alps are still probably my favorite, followed closely by the Japan mountain range, and the Japan mountain range, and the next one would be the Alaska mountains. Like, this game is magical to me for some reason, and I still very much appreciate the gameplay that it has to offer. And I mean, I wish the loading could be a little bit faster in here, but I probably should have, cut this out. But it just goes to show you that, I mean, when you look out across this is beautiful. This game looks huge. The map looks big. It's beautiful. I mean, you can have like 4 other people playing it with you at a time. But I mean, the snow looks amazing on this game. I mean, I do like the way the new one looks, but gosh, Guys, look at this. This game just still looks and feels freaking beautiful. The rock faces on here look better than the new game. The snow looks better. It looks fresh. Out in the distance when you're snowboarding looks beautiful. I mean, in some ways I kind of feel like the new game is a step forward, but then in the visuals it's a step backward. This game just still looks magical to me. I will be playing Steep for a long time to come. The stuff that they've brought to this game just since launch has been amazing. I love the way it looks. I still love the way it feels now that it's playing at 60 frames a second. The new game does have a much faster, the sense of speed is much faster than this. But at the same time, this one here used to feel faster, but now that it's 60 frames a second, it does kind of slow that down a lot. But just the fact that this game still looks amazing, still feels amazing, and still has that sense of scale that is unbelievable. I will be continuing to play this game for a long time to come. So
let's roam the mountains.
Yeah, I definitely feel like the new game should have a free-to-play mode. I do feel like the visuals on that could definitely be touched up a lot, because as you can see, this game here still holds up extremely well when it comes to gameplay.
Feel that? This is living.
And then, I mean, we can switch the mountain as well. You've got so many different things that you can do on here. Let me remember how to switch the mountain. How the heck do you switch the mountain on this again? Oh, right here. So, to switch the mountain... Gosh dang, how did I freaking forget to, how did I forget to switch the mountains? Wow. I do not understand how I forgot how to switch the mountains, but, oh wow, this is insane, man. I forgot to switch the mountains. Oh gosh. That's so bad. Oh. Alright, well. Change sport. Steep World Tour is over. Oh, right here. Asia. There we go. Sorry. I think they changed that. I think it used to be different. I think they might have actually changed that to because I thought you could used to just change it right from the menu. So here you go. Here you have a whole nother freaking mountain range to get into on Steep. This here is my second favorite place. And now that we actually have that was that's hilarious. Yep, that's gonna be a pain in the butt. But dang, man, this freaking fog. Oh, look at that snow. Oh man, now it's making me leave this one again. Okay, but from what I'm saying is Steep is an amazing looking game. I love this game. I love being able to play this, to go anywhere you want. Here you go, the top of Mount Blanc. I don't know what the heck is going on, but there's so much stuff to do in this game. So much stuff. So much stuff to do here. So many events. So many. I still haven't finished all of the events, but yeah, I will still be playing Steep for a long time to come. The beautifulness of this game is just amazing. So, all right, guys, that's this video. I'm gonna see if I can go right back into Riders Republic. See if either one of these games have see if they have quick resume. Nope, apparently there's no quick resume on either one of these, or on this one at least. Steep might have it. It might work with Steep, but I don't know if it's gonna work with. Oh man.
Welcome to.
Okay, continue. So I'm going to show you one last thing about this game before I end this video, because this is one of the things that really makes me feel like this game should have a free-to-play version. Got to understand that this is the beta, so this might change, but you guys got to remember, this game was supposed to come out back in February of this year. Like, we were supposed to get this. I mean, this part right here looks pretty freaking decent. This part, you know, going through here, I like this. I like the way this looks. I wish these trails were a little bit thinned out. I wish they weren't so freaking thick. Or maybe if the, you know, the roads or if the track side, you know, detail was a little bit better, it wouldn't be so bad. But right when you get to this point right here, this is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in any video game from this generation. It looks uninspired. It looks pretty terrible. If you compare the visuals of Steep to this, yeah, like, you will understand that this game here, I believe there should be a free-to-play version of this. This doesn't even look anywhere near as good as the original Steep. Riders Republic is definitely a different game, but it's made by the same guys that did Steep. So this, in my view, in my opinion, is kind of unacceptable for such a visual downgrade. When they could have just used the exact same, you know, visuals for this game, map wise, and yeah, it would have turned out pretty decent. It would have turned out pretty good. This this is kind of unacceptable for this to look like this in this game, knowing that it could have been much better. Like this right here, just it looks pretty terrible, guys. Now we're getting back to where the trees are. This here starts to look better. So this is what I'm saying when I'm talking about that, the magical feeling being gone. Like it's just gone. It's not magical anymore like it was in Steep. Like Steep was one heck of a visual stunner. This here has its moments, but the magical feeling of Steep is forever replaced with just, you know, sheer multiplayer fun. And yeah, that kind of sucks, but yeah. So that's the video. That's what I wanted to express. Hopefully Ubisoft will look at that and maybe consider doing a free-to-play version of this game so that other people can get into it. As it sits, it's not a bad game. I'm still buying it, still got it pre-ordered. Can't wait to really explore this game, and hopefully this is just, you know, a work in progress, and the map is going to get some more detail and get touched up a lot more, because the way it sits right now, some places look pretty hit, some places look really, really good. So that's all I got to say about it. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you hit that subscribe button and that like button so that I can know that this is content that you want to continue to see. Thanks. Bye.